This is CGI. This is also CGI. The looks, the style, the art, the color. This is anime, and for the longest time, this is what we're sold. 2D characters living in 2D space. One look and you know, that's Japanese. Whereas in China, this and all of these are their anime. The boundaries of animation are limitless in the land of child labor. There's no certain style they had to stick to, so new series can look unique and refreshing. Here's the 78 Isekai this season. When creating, the most important aspect is having the freedom to explore our creativity, but anime is shit out in abundance these days. You'll see the same looking art with the same looking characters, rinse and repeat for seasons. I was tired of anime looking too anime. And Land of the Lustrous completely shattered what I was expecting. You have fights that are just music and sounds that draw you into the world. And non-binary talking crystals as our characters. Foss is a misfit. In this world, gems are made to fight the Lunarians, creatures from the moon that tear through the sky without a sign. No one asks why, that's just how the world is. And the gems fend them off whenever that happens. But Foss can't do all that. At the ripe age of 300 years old, she's the youngest among all gems. Fragile and brittle, she breaks easily, that's why she's never on the front lines. So the master told her to go write a book, and she somehow fucked that up too. The weakest link among the gems whenever something doesn't go right, it's always Foss. So everyone sees her as a liability, but she doesn't let that get to her. Her cheerfulness brightens the story, and she never stops diving headfirst into her own recklessness. Did you know that every character is based on real gemstones? Their color and characteristics. Foss's full name is Phosphophilic. I don't know why I just did that. But one Google search and you'll see how accurately she's depicted in the story. Or when you search for this gem and find out that it actually has poison in it. Or this one, which only forms in the cold. If you love crystals, this is your hidden gem. Everyone's built like a gym girl, which, not that I'm complaining. But the gems are sentient beings that don't really feed off anything to survive. They don't eat, they don't breathe, and they don't die. When they get broken into pieces, they can just piece them all back. It is when the pieces are missing. That's when a part of them dies with it. If you've made it this far without disgust all over your face, then you're good with the CG.
I get quiet when there's no one.
There is an anime called One Dance. It is about a guy who wants to dance.
Take a look.
How are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
There are levels to blending 3D with 2D animation. It has to look natural, not so much in your face, breaking down. It's like putting the right piece in the puzzle. It has to fit. Otherwise, it just sticks out funny. The problem with CGI is either people don't know what they're doing, or they don't have the time to do what they want to do. So they resort to rushly animated CG just to meet deadlines. And even if they had the time to do it, it's not a guarantee they'll turn out looking great. It's Japan. Animators are trained in 2D. It's their job to make anime look anime. It's what they're known for, what people expect of them. So when the opportunity to adapt one of the most influential manga came knocking, they went with 3D. What the fuck? It is naive to expect an industry built on one style to also excel in another. 3D is a whole different game, but you can't really count the Japanese out, can you? Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, One Dance. We've been seeing more and more animes blending 3D into their animation. Slowly, studios are recognizing what 3D can do that 2D can't. So when a studio specializing in CG is given enough time to make things work, they broke the standards of animation. Beastars, Trigun. I've seen some of these other works by Studio Orange, but nothing comes close to what they were able to pull off in Land of the Lustrous. I don't even need one episode to get used to the art style. The second I hit play, it almost feels natural that it looks the way it is. It's not like those girls that rate themselves 10 out of 10, clanky and chopped. It's not trying too hard to look realistic. It's lustrous. There are so many scenes that look straight out of a video game. These guys know what they're doing. They handle it so well that I don't think they themselves could replicate another anime like this. I'm convinced that anime will never look this good. Because when camera gets put into 3D, that's when the real magic happens. Shots are not stagnant anymore. They're thrown all over the screen, following our characters. It's like watching Spider-Man swing for the first time. It immerses you into the action, making you experience exactly what they're experiencing. So when a galactic monster puppy hurtles towards our character at terrifying speed, you might just shit yourself. No abrupt cuts, no sudden transition. It's all in one perfect shot. You know how she's being hit and where she's being hit, all in one sequence. The sounds aren't just there to add effects to the shot, it's an entire identity on its own. You hear them not in the background but at the forefront of the most important scenes in the anime. But the music takes it to a whole nother level. From the first scene, the score welcomes you into its luscious world, like Zelda, all over again. You feel the world and its characters come together right in front of you. But when things turn to shit, the music emphasizes on it. And when that black veil starts reaping through the sky, you can hear the calamity that comes with it. The characters instantly raise their guard, bracing for the return of their one true rival in this never-ending war. And that music, it swallows you. Could have sworn I heard it somewhere before. The story is unique in the sense that you don't really know what's going on. You're thrown into a world where everyone's a gem and their sole purpose is to fight these beings from the moon. There's nothing for you to relate to, no one to answer all your questions. And that monk, I don't trust him. He gives off Makima vibes, the only person who looks like a human but doesn't really act like one. The gems all call him sensei and he's like their protector or some. Yeah, I don't trust him. But nobody seems to be questioning anything. What are we? What are they? How did we come about exactly? What is the story hiding? You start forming these questions inside your head, so you wait and wait for that one misfit to challenge the narrative. Foss is a weakling, you know that now. She's sheltered all her life and is protected by the monk. But even gems have pride too. She wants to be on the front lines, she too wants to be of use, so she eventually goes out to see the real world and is shocked by it. So as the story progresses, you see her slowly losing her smile and slowly losing who she is. Suddenly, Foss is not Foss anymore. She legitimately had a winter arc and became unrecognizable. The whole point of this show revolves around identity. The characters don't know who they are, you don't know who they are and what they are to each other. Are they brothers? Lovers? You naturally tie these familiar connections to the characters but realize they're not human. The author did this deliberately to explore identity beyond mortality. It's so unique. No one's ever thought of using gemstones as characters. One's been living for over a millennium and the other's half of that, but you can't tell the difference because they all look underage. The premise is so interesting, but not I got reincarnated as a water bottle and a 14-year-old ghost sucks me every day interesting. And that would have gotten season 3. I pray that Land of the Lustrous gets a sequel because the manga is the epitome of uniqueness. You see the art, the use of negative space, the paneling. Haruko Ichikawa studied visual design in university, so it's no wonder the panels look like fine art. I can go on and on, but you gotta give props to the anime. Because when I look at the fights, the camera work, and this, I think, damn! That's a faithful adaptation. But that music... No, I've definitely heard it somewhere before. Haruko Ichikawa studied visual design in university. Creatures from the moon that tear through the sky without a sign. They don't eat, they don't breathe, and they don't die. And that monk, the gems all call him sensei and he's like their protector or so. You can't tell the difference because they all look underage. She's sheltered all her life and is protected by the monk. She eventually goes out to see the real world and is shocked by it.